welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. J.J. Nelson now to return. And able to get this out to the 25. On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. That's complete to John Ross. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check. Look.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into pop.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season, and the Giants have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They go play action now. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free. But fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's a loss of 14 that time, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Wilson.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
1st and 10, Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, Mostert. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Trying to punch it in with Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now stands at 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And this one complete to Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Busts through the tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They hand it off to Mostert. And fights through one man. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal.
This is Mostert. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12. They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
From the gun is Eason.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man has got it, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Rip right. Wide, get wide. 36.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. They were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. It's Eason. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson airing it out deep for Smith. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with...
And he loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Smith. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right.
He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. On 1st down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run it again with Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Fighting him off. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 orange.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Connected quickly with Goddard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. This is Smith to the ground. Woo! Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Running on 1st down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded inside the 5. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Darnay Holmes
able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go, defense.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Tight, double tight. Double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Check 26, check 26.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on a USC man, Adoree Jackson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,